Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai Ba'Shem Rakah Kudash. Double honors unto the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to the whole full elect. This is First Samuel chapter 9. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Bechereth, the son of Aphia, a Benjamin, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he, for his shoulders and upward he was higher than any of the people. All right, and this is a great setting up because we should know the story, most of us, but if you don't know the story, it's definitely this definitely sets up a foreshadowing whereby it Samuel being one of the main people that foreshadowing um, applies to really sets it up that this man that was set up, that following hot on the heels of what was spoke of in the book of the same book in the last chapter, that the Lord basically gave a choice man, a man of great stature, broad shoulders, handsome to to look upon, all those things. But with that being said, all right. No, there's a story to this. All right, verse 3. And the asses of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. And Kish said to Saul, his son, take now one of the servants with thee, and arise, go, seek the asses. And he passed through Mount Ephraim, and passed through the land of Shalisha, and they found them not. Then they passed through the land of Shalim, and there they were not. This reminds me of playing out when I was a kid, man. You're trying to find the people you play out with. You're going from place to place. This is, before phones, mobile phones. I mean, you had house phones, but you go out and you basically go and find your friends. You just go to all the parks. You go to all the spots people hang out, the certain blocks, landings. You go have a look. You see, you might knock for people, and then you might not find no one. It's like, I just gotta go home. All right. Because it feels like you're chasing a shadow. All right, if no one's there, there's nothing you can do. So I can only imagine what it was like in this day and age. All right, trying to locate a beast at that. And he passed through the land of the Benjamites, and they found them not. And when they were come to the land of Suf, Saul said to his servant that was with him, come and let us return, lest my father leave caring for the asses and take thought for us. And he said unto him, behold, now there is in this city a man of God, who is an honourable man. All that he saith cometh surely to pass. Now let us go thither, peradventure he can show us our way that we should go. Then said Saul to his servant, but behold, if we go, what shall we bring the man? For the bread is spent in our vessels, and there is not a present to bring to a man of the Most High. That what have we? All right, and this really shows you that being a man of the Lord is a is a real respectable role. Even they're thinking they want to speak to uh the 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 judge Samuel, right? Because they believe that he'll be able to help them. He'll be able to help them in locating artists and basically, whatever other form of help that they're looking for, but that being the main one. Right, but they understood that they can't appear unto him empty. Right, they need to have something to present before him. Verse 8. And the servant answered Saul again and said, behold, I have here at hand the fourth part of a shekel of silver, that will I give to the man of the Most High. to tell us our way. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, Come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. All right, so this shows you what a prophet was previously known as a seer. All right, because he could see things, right? He understood things. This really shows you the power of a prophet of the Heavenly Father. All right, the Heavenly Father gives him the vision or the ability to even see into the vision or to read spirits and see things and be spoke to directly as a conduit of a righteous vessel of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Bashem Dash. Verse 10. Then said Saul to his servant, Well said, come, let us go. So they went unto the city where the man of God was. And as they went up the hill to the city, they found young maidens going out to draw water, and said unto them, Is the seer there here? And they answered them and said, He is. Behold, he is before you. Make haste now, for he came today to the city, for there is a sacrifice of the people today in the high place. All right. As soon as ye become into the city, ye shall straightway find him before he go up to the high place to eat. For the people will not eat until he come, because he doth bless the sacrifice, and afterwards they eat that be bidden. Now therefore get you up, for about this time ye shall find him. Now bear this in mind, these things that were said, that basically he's in a city for a feast, and everyone's waiting to eat because they can't eat until he's basically there to bless the sacrifice, so that those that have been invited can eat. All right. And they went off into the city, and when they were come into the city, behold, Samuel came out against them, for to go up to the high place. Now the Lord Yahweh had told Samuel in his ear a day before Saul came, saying, Tomorrow about this time I will send thee a man out of the land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him to be captain over my people Israel, that may save my people out of the hand of the Philistines. Damn, I'm tired today, boy. Um, for I have looked upon my people, because their cry is come unto me. Right, and this is to do with a king being established over the children of Israel. That's the cry that's being spoken of. And when Samuel saw Saul, the Lord Yahweh said unto him, Behold, the man whom I spake to thee of, this is the same. This same shall reign over my people. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said, Tell me, I pray thee, where the seer's house is. And Samuel answered Saul and said, I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place, for ye shall eat with me today, and tomorrow I will let thee go, and will tell thee all that is in thine heart. And as for thine asses that were lost 3 days ago, set not thy mind on them, for they are found. There you go. So that whole thing that of looking for the asses and his father sending him out to find them with a servant was really to lead him on to Saul. All right, that was the whole purpose of what was happened. The servant having the half the quarter of the shekel, the half shekel on him. All these different things was all for the sake of this happening. And this is a good example of man's guidance are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? The Most High directed the steps of a man. These are the scriptures that really show you, that this is the Heavenly Father working. All right. So, reading on it says, for they are found, and on whom is all the desire of Israel. Sorry, for they are found, and on whom is all the desire of Israel. Is it not on thee and on all thy father's house? And Saul answered and said, Am I not a Benjamite, of the smallest of the tribes of Israel? And my family the least of all the families of the tribe of Benjamin? Wherefore then speakest thou so to me? Right? Because remember, you go into the book of Judges, which previously happened. Samuel being the last judge, all right, and that basically bridged the gap between, and this spirit of Samuel, he always walks in the same stead, most of the time, bridges the gap, all right, and really kind of, is a forerunner, all right, being that this is the same spirit of Elijah, same spirit as John the Revelator, same spirit as Abraham, if you can receive it, all right. So this really shows you some deep stuff because yeah, going back to the point, Benjamin basically suffered a great loss due to the civil war that took place with them raping the Levites woman to the point of death, exhaustion, craziness. All right, and Benjamin was basically left in small number. That's how they got the name Little Benji. All right, so um, I'll read verse 21 again. And Saul answered and said, Am I not a Benjamite, of the smallest of the tribe of Israel, and my family the least of all the families of the tribe of Benjamin? Wherefore then speakest thou so to me? And Samuel took Saul and his servant and brought them into the parlor and made them sit in the chiefest place among them that were bidden, which were about 30 persons, right? So he sat at the head of the table. And Samuel said unto the cook, Bring the portion which I gave thee, of which I said unto thee, Set it by thee. All right. Basically, set that piece aside. All right. That specific portion, I said, yo, put that aside, bring it over. And the cook took up the shoulder and that which was upon it, and set it before Saul. And Samuel said, Behold, that which is left, set it before thee and eat. For unto this time have it been kept for thee, since I said, I have invited the people. So Saul did eat with Samuel that day. All right. So basically, Saul was the main reason why that whole feast happened. And when they were come down from the high place into the city, Samuel communed with Saul upon the top of the house. And they arose early, and it came to pass about the spring of the day that Samuel called Saul to the top of the house, saying, Up, and I may send thee, that I may send thee away. And Saul arose, and they went out both of them, he and Samuel abroad. And as they were going down to the end of the city, Samuel said to Saul, Bid the servant pass on before us. And he passed on. And stand thou still a while, that I may show thee the word of the Most High. So with that, I pray you're edified to the next one. Shalom.